Hey guys! Okay, so I am doing this Young Living Essential Oils Basics class on YouTube and on Periscope. So we're trying things out. So I've only ever done them on YouTube or Periscope. I've never done them on YouTube and Periscope at the same time. So we're giving this a try. I want tonight's class to be super laid back, fun, chatty. Hello, hi Chelsea. So for those of you that are watching on YouTube, you're gonna be like, what's going on? Who are you talking to? Because I'm gonna be answering some questions live on Periscope. So if you have a Periscope account, be sure to follow me at Still Being Oily, or Still Being Molly, excuse me, at Still Being Molly on Periscope. And you can join the fun there and you can tune in and ask questions. I want this to be really laid back and really fun. I'm gonna try to keep it to under an hour. I'm actually even shooting for like 30 to 45 minutes. Let's be honest, I like to ramble sometimes. So I would love if you guys would share this class with your followers. So if you're on YouTube watching it right now, feel free to share the link on Facebook or wherever is best for you. And if you're watching on Periscope, if you're on a Apple device, you can swipe right and you can click follow there. And if you are on Android, you can swipe up and follow and you can share and all that. So real quick, I'm just going to check and make sure we're good to go. I think we are good to go on here on Periscope. We're good to go on YouTube. All right, guys, I'm so excited. So tonight's class, again, like I said earlier, I want this to be really laid back and fun. I might have some fancy earrings in, but hello, yay. And please, if you're watching on Periscope, I would love to know your name and where you're from and all that kind of good stuff. So, and if you guys are watching on YouTube, leave a comment below with where you are watching from, and that would be awesome. So we are getting started. Okay, so I've got my water here. How awesome is this mason jar glass water bottle, by the way? My dear friend Lindsay got it for me. It says, good things come to those that hustle. I'm pretty much in love with it. So I've got lemon in my water. I've got the diffuser going over here. And I've got, hello, Chelsea, good to see you. And I've got the starter kit here. So tonight, I'm not even gonna use a script because I really want this to feel like we're just kind of hanging out and having a chat. So again, if you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the comments. And if I don't answer them right away, I may have you post the question again, especially if you're watching on Periscope. So we're gonna talk just a little bit. So my name is Molly Stillman, and I blog over at Still Being Molly, and I also share oils with in the Facebook group Still Being Oily. And I have been using Young Living Essential Oils for about 1.5 years. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if you had told me over a 1.5 years ago that I would be sitting here teaching a class on essential oils, I would have totally laughed in your face. But it's one of those things that I started doing and I fell in love with it and I realized how much fun it was. And we started using oils a little bit after my daughter was born because I was just looking to, kind of get some toxins out of my house. I wanted to, kind of do some more natural remedies. Not that I have nothing against, Western medicine. I think Western medicine is amazing. But I was looking for more natural remedies for taking care of my family and just bringing us to a really good, level of health, if you will. And so I started using them and immediately saw a huge difference and a huge improvement in our mood, in our health, in our overall wellness. And from there, I just became really passionate about other people just joining. Thank you guys so much for watching. What are Young Living Essential Oils? Essential oils are basically the lifeblood of the plant. So if you think about what blood is in your body, that is what an essential oil is to a plant. So it helps the cells to regenerate. It is, it helps the plant to heal. So if you think about I always love this example. So frankincense oil. When frankincense oil is being, or when the resin is being harvested, what the farmer does is they actually go up to the tree and they start shaving off the bark. And then what the tree does is it starts to seep out this resin, and then the resin hardens. Well, what that resin is actually the oil trying to heal itself. So it's the tree trying to heal itself. And then that resin is then distilled, and you get frankincense essential oil. Well, that's what essential oils are. They act, in a plant exactly like they do, like blood does in our bodies. The reason I love Young Living, there are a lot of essential oil companies out there, and the reason that I personally chose and love Young Living is because of what they have. They have something called the Seed to Seal Promise. And basically what that means is they are the only essential oil company in the entire world that owns the entire process from the time the seed is chosen and planted and then cultivated and harvested and distilled. They own that entire process from the time the seed is planted in the ground until that oil is sealed in your bottle. So they're the only company that owns all their own farms and partner farms. They monitor the process rigorously. You can actually go and visit their farms. You can hand pick the weeds. They're beyond organic. They don't use any pesticides or chemicals on their farms. The process and the level to which they really make sure that what you're getting is the purest, most untouched version of that essential oil is just, it's unlike any other company in the entire world. They also are the oldest essential oil company. They've been around for over 25 years of research and experience. Founded by Gary and Mary Young. Gary is the founder, and Mary Young is his wife and the CEO of the company. And I also think it's pretty awesome that there's a woman CEO. Pretty awesome. So that's why I chose Young Living, just because I absolutely love their commitment to quality and their commitment to to make sure that what you're getting is the purest and the best. So I love it. So we're going to talk safety for a minute. So essential oils can be used in every can be used in every orifice of your body except for two, and it is not the two places that you're thinking of. Essential oils cannot be used in your eyes or in your ears. So if you were to ever get an essential oil in your eye or in your ear, you want to dilute it with, what do you not want to dilute it with actually? Water. You don't want to dilute it with water because oil and water don't mix. You want to use a carrier oil. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about carrier oils in a later, but you're looking for that fatty oil, so like olive oil, coconut oil, etc. You want to dilute it with a carrier oil. You do not want to use water. So if you were like me, and I'm going to be honest, the first time I used peppermint, I remember I had poured some peppermint, and there was like a little bit on my finger, and at one point I had just gone to rub my eye, and I was like, oh my gosh, peppermint in my eye, it is the worst. And so I quickly learned that that coconut oil or olive oil, whatever carrier oil you choose, is going to help that right away, and just make sure that you don't have any residue on your hands. And you always, it was pretty terrible. I have some people on Periscope being like, ouch, yeah, peppermint in the eye, not so good. Now, if you do, like I said, if you do get an oil in your eye or in your ear, it's not going to blind you. It's not going to make you deaf. It's just going to burn. So you just want to be very, very careful with that. Especially if you're using oils on little ones, you want to dilute with a carrier oil. So like I said earlier, a carrier oil is a fatty oil that's going to help break up and disperse that essential oil. So things like grapeseed oil are great, almond oil, coconut oil. You can use fractionated coconut oil, which is the liquid version, since regular coconut oil is solid. So I'd love for you to leave a comment if you have a personal favorite of what kind of carrier oil you like to use. It's one of those things where there's not a right or wrong answer as to what carrier oil you use. It's all personal preference. I personally love sweet almond oil or grapeseed oil because they're very light oils. They have what's called a low comedogenic rating, so that they're not going to clog your pores as much as like a coconut oil, which is a thicker, heavier oil. I do like to use coconut oil in, you know, homemade body butters, my DIY diaper cream, things like that, because, you know, it's so moisturizing, and it's really great to, you can kind of whip it up and it's almost like a, you know, like a nice lotion. So, so I love to use coconut oil for that. But as far as my carrier oil for other things, I like to use a lighter oil like grapeseed oil or almond oil. So we've talked about, you know, what are essential oils. We've talked about safety. We've talked about Young Living and the seed to seal. I do want to get this out of the way. This is an FDA compliant class, and I want you to know that I am not a doctor and I'm not a medical professional, and that is a good thing. So I did not go to med school. So, you know, to practice health requires a license, or to practice medicine requires a license. To practice good health does not require a license. And so that's what I'm here to do, is I'm just sharing all of this. This is just for informational purposes only. And I want you to just, I really encourage you to be your own health advocate, but I'm always here to answer questions. And again, this is just something I love and I'm super passionate about. And so that's why I share with people, is just because it's fun and I've seen the difference that it's made in my own family. And so I know that it can make a difference in your family as well. So, so today I'm not going to be talking about any disease states or anything like that. We're just going to be talking about how to use oils to, you know, really take care of your family and keep yourself, keep you guys healthy and well. So with that being said, one of the most common questions I get is, okay, I really want to, you know, get toxins out of my house, and I'm really into, you know, some DIY things, and I really want to get started with essential oils, but I don't know what the best avenue is for that. So I always recommend getting a premium starter kit. The premium starter kit is honestly legit the best way to get started with Young Living. You get all kinds of things in it, and we're going to actually go through the premium starter kit tonight, and I'm going to talk about those oils because they have what's called the everyday oil collection, and that's what's in the premium starter kit. So if you think about your spice cabinet in your kitchen, you have your basics. You've got your pepper, your salt, garlic, basil, crushed red pepper flakes if you're in my house because I like spicy food. You know, you've got your basics in your pantry. And those are the things that you use every day in your kitchen. The oils that come in the premium starter kit with Young Living, these are the everyday oils, and these are the oils that really get used the most and have such a wide range of uses. So that's why they have put this together. And it's just a great way to get started, and a great way to just really learn how to use essential oils safely and effectively. So I'm going to open up. I love this beautiful packaging. Oh my goodness. It's so, you know, fun fact is they actually teamed up with the guy who, I think he was the guy that designed the first iPod, but he was a designer at Apple. He helped to design all the new branding and packaging. So that's why it's like just so sleek and clean. And anyway, so we're going to take the oils out here, and we're going to just go through and I'm going to talk a little bit about each oil. Now, I'm going to preface this with all of these oils have, I mean, easily hundreds of uses. You can use them for so many things. I'm going to keep it simple tonight, and I'm going to talk about just a couple uses for each one. And I'm going to go in no particular order. I'm just going to kind of go down the line. So we're going to start off with DiGize. Now, DiGize is actually new to the starter kit. And so we've got DiGize here. And I am going to be totally honest with you. I cannot stand the smell of DiGize. It smells terrible. And I think it's just because of some people actually don't mind the smell. It repulses me. But it is an amazing oil and one that I actually always have with me. This oil is incredibly supportive of the digestive system, so hence the name DiGize. It's great to put a drop under your tongue after a meal to support digestive health. I like it in a, you know, I sometimes will just take it in like a shot of water or in my Ninja Red, which we'll talk a little bit about at the end, or even like a spoonful of honey or in an empty vegetable capsule. You can just, you know, 1 to 2 drops is really all you need. and it just really helps support your digestive system. So if you're somebody who, your digestive system needs a little love, Digest is going to be your oil. It's a great one to take with you when you travel, especially maybe if you're traveling internationally and you might be, trying some new foods, if you will. Digest is a great one for that. Again, it does not have the greatest smell, which is why I don't use it topically or diffuse it or anything like that. That would be crazy. But it's a great one for supporting the digestive system. So I'd love if you would leave a comment. If those of you that have used Digest before, what is your favorite way to use it? So as I'm talking about these, if you would leave a comment below with, especially those of you on Periscope, with how you like to use this oil, that would be great, because we can all learn from each other. All right, the next one is lemon. And this is actually what I have in my water right now. But one thing of note is if you're going to use lemon in water or anything like that, you do not want to ever use citrus oils in plastic or styrofoam. And the reason why is because it eats away at the petrochemicals, but it's actually doing that to your cells. It's cleaning and cleansing your cells. And so you don't want to put it, you want to only use it in glass or stainless steel. But it is just, it's filled with the natural constituent D-limonene, which you can look that constituent up and see all the health benefits of D-limonene. But this is one that is such a versatile oil. I love to put it in my water. So it's great for supporting your immune system and just your overall health. It's great for cleaning and cleansing your cells, but it's also great around the house. I mean, I love to use this in my homemade household cleaner. It's a great natural stain remover. It's also an amazing Gooby Gone. So if you ever have like a label that is sticky and you can't get that like sticker residue off, 1 drop of lemon oil is going to get that bad boy right off. It's amazing. I love it. So lemon is one that, and it's also great to diffuse because it's just such a happy scent, and it's the best. All right, next up, I can't get it out. Okay, we got lavender. Hold on, I need to smell this bad boy. Now, one thing I should say is lavender essential oil should smell earthy, like the plant. It should not smell like Bath and Body Works. So I'm going to get that out there. But lavender essential oil is just great for calming and relaxing. This is my favorite oil to diffuse at bedtime. I mean, it is in my daughter's diffuser every single night. It's in my diffuser every single night. It's also incredibly supportive of healthy skin. So I love to use this in homemade soaps, homemade body wash, homemade body butters. I use this in my daughter's diaper cream. It is great for supporting skin health and just keeping your skin radiant. I love to add a drop to my little cotton rounds when I'm using with my toner. I'll add a drop of lavender with the toner. It's great for homemade face wash. It's great for all things skin, and it's incredibly relaxing. So it's great for nighttime or kind of calming down anxious kids. It is also, we really call it the Swiss Army knife of oils because you can use it for pretty much anything. It's one of those things where I'm like, it's, when in doubt, use some lavender. It's also incredibly gentle, so it's great to use on little ones. And this is one of my daughter's favorite oils. And she's 2, and she loves lavender. All right, next up, we have Thieves. Thieves is one of Young Living's most well-known oils. It smells like Christmas. This is a blend of, let's see, it's got clove, cinnamon, lemon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. And it really does smell like Christmas. It's a great one to diffuse, especially during the fall, because it's just got that nice fall smell. I love to diffuse Thieves and lemon. Thieves and lavender, too, is a great combination because it's so earthy and yeah. But the legend behind this oil, why it's called Thieves, is back in the 15th century during the time of the bubonic plague, there were these thieves, these grave robbers who were going and robbing the graves of plague victims, and they weren't getting sick. Meanwhile, everybody else is getting the bubonic plague, but these guys are not getting the bubonic plague. What's up with that? So, hi, Megan. Thanks for joining. Sorry, I just wanted to say hello. So these thieves are not getting sick. And so when they were finally apprehended, they were brought before the king. And the king said, look, I will lessen your sentence if you tell me what your secret is. Well, it turns out they were spice traders from the Middle East, and they were using this blend of spices and herbs and essential oils to kind of protect themselves and support their immune systems. And that is what the Thieves Essential Oil Blend is inspired after. It's also the main ingredient in a ton of Young Living products. There's actually an entire Thieves line. There's an entire Thieves starter kit. I use the Thieves Aroma Bright toothpaste. Actually, my husband and I use it, and he's over there. That's why I was looking over there. I use the Thieves mouthwash, which is my favorite. I use Thieves hand soap, the Thieves fruit and veggie spray. I use the Thieves laundry detergent. I mean, I use this stuff in everything. They've even got the Thieves spray and the Thieves hand purifier and all of the Thieves. You can literally use it for everything. It's incredibly supportive of the immune system. It's great for, and it's great for all year round, but it's especially great to use during the, fall and winter months when everybody else around you is getting sick. Support your immune system with some Thieves up in that place. I love to make a Thieves tea. So it was just some hot water, and you can even use, some organic tea that you like, but you don't even, if you don't have a tea bag, you can just do some hot tea with some honey, a couple drops of Thieves, and maybe a couple drops of lemon, and oh, so great on a fall night. I know some people who add this to apple cider. It is amazing. This is a hot oil, so you want to dilute it if you're going to ever apply it to the skin. So you want to make sure to dilute it with a carrier oil. So if you're watching and you love Thieves as well, give me some hearts or leave me a comment with your favorite use for Thieves, because it's the best. All right, next up we have frankincense. And this is always the one that I, most people are like, oh yeah, frankincense, that was in the Bible. Yeah, I mean, if it's good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for me. So frankincense is comes from the boswellia tree. Primarily in the Middle East. Young Living's frankincense farm is actually in Oman. And there are a couple different kinds of frankincense. There's sacred frankincense, regular frankincense, and then I think it's boswellia frankincense, or maybe there's, I can't remember the name of the other one. I apologize off the top of my head. But in your premium starter kit, you get regular frankincense. And this oil was actually valued more than gold during ancient times. So it makes sense why the three wise men would bring frankincense to baby Jesus. So it has a very light and refreshing scent. I really like the way it smells. It is incredibly supportive of the skin. I loved, a lot of people use frankincense and lavender in a homemade face wash. It's great for, kind of, especially if you're getting up there in age and you're feeling a little wrinkles or something like that. All about some frankincense. But yeah, it's supportive of skin health. So I love to use it in my homemade diaper cream, homemade body butters. If you ever spend a little too much time outside in the sun, you can use some frankincense with some coconut oil to help soothe the skin. I also use it in my immune system supporting roll-on. So I put a couple drops in, with some Thieves and some lemon and lavender, and roll that bad boy on. This is very similar to lavender in its versatility. So it's one of those things where if you are in doubt, try some frankincense. I also love to make a homemade chest rub with frankincense, and then there's another oil in the kit that I'm going to get to next called RC. And so you take some coconut oil and you use either with a hand mixer or a stand mixer. You can whip it to where it's almost like a whipped cream consistency. You can add in a few drops of frankincense and a few drops of RC and rub it on your chest. or your little one's chest, and it's just incredibly supportive of the respiratory system and immune system. So I love frankincense. And it's just amazing that you get this oil in the starter kit, because this is an incredibly valuable oil. So I love it. All right, so like I mentioned, next up you have RC, and this is another blend. Oh, I love the way RC smells. So this has a bunch of different kinds of eucalyptus. You've got Eucalyptus globulus, Eucalyptus radiata, Eucalyptus citridura, lavandula, or lavender, excuse me, cypress, black spruce, peppermint, marjoram, myrtle, pine. It's just an incredibly refreshing scent, and this is what you want if your respiratory system needs a little boost, or you've got, you need some support for your respiratory system. That's why I love to put it in a chest rub. I love to diffuse it, especially with peppermint or lemon, because it's very uplifting. But this is a must-have for those of you that, again, you need a little respiratory support. RC is the jam for that. I love it. All right, next up is PanAway. And PanAway, as you can see, has a child safety-proof cap on it. Oh, and I should say also with RC, and RC is another one that I would definitely use a carrier oil with. Not that you would not use a carrier oil with all of these, but I always like to point out the ones that are, definitely more on the high, the hot side. So the next one is PanAway, and PanAway is also a hot oil, and I would never use this one on a little one because of some of the oils that are in it. You've got wintergreen, you've got helichrysum, clove, and peppermint. It smells a lot like, honestly, if I'm going to say exactly what it smells like, I really smell the wintergreen, but it smells like icy hot. So if you've ever smelled icy hot before, that's what PanAway smells like. This always ends up being men's. I love this oil, but most men that I talk to, this is their favorite oil. You can make just a great, kind of after workout body butter or lotion with PanAway and some whipped coconut oil. So like I said earlier, you can take some hard coconut oil, whip it in a stand mixer or a hand mixer. Oh yeah, Megan said this is PanAway is one of her favorites as well. But I know a lot of people who love to kind of, whip up some coconut oil, add a few drops of PanAway, and rub it on muscles, joints, your back, anywhere that you might need a little extra help. But it's great for kind of that post-workout recovery, or maybe you were out doing some yard work, or maybe you're just 20 weeks pregnant like me and everything aches. It's just one of those that is great for kind of rubbing on those areas where you just need a little extra help and a little extra TLC. So love PanAway. The next is Copi Eva, and people always wonder, like, how do you pronounce that one? So this is Copi Eva, and it's got a really light, refreshing scent. And actually, some people say that they don't even smell anything when they smell Copi Eva. But this is another one that is this is a very, oh, thank you. Somebody said, congratulations on my pregnancy. Yes, thank you. I guess for those of you that watch some of my Periscopes, and those of you that have seen my other oil classes, I don't think I officially said oh yeah, hey, I'm having another baby. But yeah, yes, I am with child. So, which is another reason why I drink water all day long. So Copi Eva is another oil that is incredibly versatile. I actually like to add it to that body butter balm lotion that I make with PanAway. Copi Eva and PanAway together are a match made in heaven. It is the jam. Another couple uses I love for PanAway, or excuse me, Copi Eva, pregnancy brain. Copi Eva, I love to diffuse it along with lavender and thieves. Great for supporting the immune system. It's also great for supporting the cardiovascular system. Great for supporting healthy circulation. It is just a very versatile oil, but one of the things that I like about it is it's known as an amplifier. So, and not like a sound amplifier, but it's great to add along with other oils because it helps to bring the constituents out of other oils. So for example, if you're using this along with frankincense, it's going to help bring those constituents out of frankincense. If you're using it along with PanAway, it's going to help bring the constituents that are in PanAway out. If you're using it along with lavender, same thing. So it's one of those things that just, it helps support other oils. So I love to add it kind of as a, it's like a boost, like a little, it's like it goes up to the oil and it's like, here, I'll help carry you and help you do what you need to do. Is that a really corny example? Yes, that's a really corny example. I apologize that I even made you guys sit through that. So one of the other uses I love for Copi Eva is supporting healthy gums in little ones who may be getting teeth. So I love to rub a little bit of coconut oil with a drop of Copi Eva right on those gums of the little ones who might be getting some teeth, and just kind of help support their little mouths. Why was I talking like that? What is wrong with me? You guys caught crazy Molly tonight, so I really apologize. But I appreciate all the hearts on Periscope. You guys are making me feel loved and making me feel less like a crazy person. All right, next up we've got, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Does anybody have chocolate hearts tonight? And if you guys are watching on YouTube, you're like, chocolate hearts, who's she talking to? Again, I'm on Periscope as well. And I always like to see who gets the chocolate hearts because, you know, who doesn't like chocolate? Oh, you got yellow hearts? All right, awesome, I love it, what up? So my husband also probably thinks I'm crazy right now. So anyway, we've got, next up we've got Purification. Purification is another one that I just love the smell of, and I love to diffuse this with lemon. And oh, hey Kate, thanks for joining. I love to diffuse this with lemon. This is another one. Oh, lavender, it's amazing. Ooh, green smoothie hearts, I like it, nice. Purification is another oil blend. We've got citronella, we've got rosemary, lemongrass, tea tree, lavender, and myrtle. And this one is great for diffusing to kind of keep, let's say, I always like to say, I like to either use this on my skin or diffuse it during those times of the year where I want to keep the annoyances away from me, meaning like if I'm outside on my back porch and it's summertime and we're grilling out and there are those things that like to annoy you, I like to use some purification to keep the annoyances away. So if that makes sense. I also love to use this in it is great for, like, it eats away at odors. Because so one thing I will love to do is put a drop of purification on a cotton ball, put it in your diaper pail, put it in some of these, some used to like it, but now you love it. That's actually a very common thing I hear with oils is some people be like, oh, I hate the way that oil smells, or I used to hate the way that oil smells, and now I love it. I totally have oils like that. One, and also a little tidbit I heard is if you hate the smell of an oil, your body probably needs it. I don't know the science behind that, but there's something, I've read that a lot, and a lot of people have said that. Yes, this is great for putting a few drops on the wool dryer balls. I make my own laundry detergent. I use Purification in that. I love to diffuse it. Yes, Susan and Megan both said that they use Purification on their dryer balls at the same time. I use this in my homemade dishwasher tabs. I love to diffuse this along with lemon when I'm cooking. And I will tell you, in the first trimester of this pregnancy, Purification and lemon were my best friends in the kitchen for diffusing, because I was very, very, very sensitive to food smells. And so, but I was still, we had to eat, so I had to make dinner. And so I'd be making dinner and just the smell of the food would just really get to me. And so I would diffuse Purification and lemon. It's great for getting rid of those odors. Also, we have 2 dogs. And so, if it's been raining here a lot, and that wet dog smell, yeah. So diffuse some Purification lemon. So put a couple drops, in their dog crate, in stinky gym shoes, to get the smell out of dirty laundry. I mean, it is just It has so many uses, and I love Purification. All right, next up is Peppermint. And Peppermint is, you know, again, I can breathe through my nose. Peppermint is another one that should smell earthy and not like a candy cane. It should smell like peppermint plant. This is another one that is incredibly supportive of the respiratory system and the digestive system. I love to add a drop of peppermint to my water or a peppermint to my tea. Now this is incredibly potent. One drop goes a really long way. So one drop is actually the equivalent of 26 cups of peppermint, pure peppermint tea. So it is very, very, very potent. I actually like to put a drop of it in a protein shake in the morning. And again, one drop. And one drop, I mean, it makes it taste like I'm having dessert for breakfast. And it tastes like either like a peppermint patty. Oh, yes. Oh, Kate, that's a great idea. A few drops of Purification in the kitchen sink drain. Yes, that always smells so terrible, is the kitchen sink drain. Worst. That's a great idea. No, that's good. That's good, Kate. So peppermint is again, it's great for supporting the immune system or the respiratory system and the digestive system. It also is fabulous for, oh my gosh, I totally brain. Oh, excuse me, see, pregnancy brain. I love to diffuse it along with lemon, and especially in the morning because it's got a very like uplifting and awake scent. And so, you know, kind of as I'm getting ready for the day, I'll put some peppermint and lemon in the diffuser. It just kind of helps wake me up and get me going. I love to cook with it. Peppermint brownies, oh my goodness. Peppermint bark, homemade peppermint bark, the jam. I mean, seriously, peppermint oil is amazing. You can also make a homemade breath spray, and it's also incredibly cooling. So over the summer, I made a kind of summer skin body butter. And so, you know, you spend a little too much time in the sun, come inside, and you kind of rub some peppermint oil with some coconut oil on. It's just nice and cooling and refreshing. Love me some peppermint. So those are the 10 oils that come in the starter kit. Ooh, lavender and peppermint, yeah. Bonus oil. And this is the bonus oil. Does exactly what it sounds like. This is vacation in a bottle. When we went, quick story. When we went on our Disney cruise as a family earlier this month, I brought my diffuser because I could not imagine not having my diffuser. But we had our diffuser in our stateroom on the ship, and when we first got there, I started diffusing some Stress Away along with Royal Hawaiian Sandalwood. Now, Royal Hawaiian Sandalwood does not come in the premium starter kit, but I have that oil. And it was the most luxurious scent in the entire world. But I love to diffuse Stress Away with lavender, Stress Away with lemon. I mean, it is Stress Away with lime is like margarita, like in the diffusing. So it's amazing. I don't know what I would do without this. Now, I just had a question. Somebody posed the question. I didn't get Stress Away in my kit. Check. Sometimes it likes to fall. So when you lift up, in your kit, I'm going to show you guys, because this is a common thing. So when you open up your kit, here, there is this little section down here, and you have your samples. Sometimes it will fall under here. It should be in here, this little spot right here. So if you did not get your Stress Away, sometimes you might need to like lift it up and check underneath, and the Stress Away should be in there. So check, because it should be in there, and if it's not, let me know. But anyway, like I said, Stress Away is vacation in a bottle. It's so luxurious. Love it. This is the one that I carry with me at all times. Like, it literally does not leave me ever. It's always in my purse. I roll this bad boy on when I'm grocery shopping, stuck in traffic, tired. It's a great one to, again, to diffuse at the end of the day. Pretty much like Stress Away is, it does exactly what it says. So those are the 11 oils you get in your kit. And you also get some other awesome resources in the kit. You're gonna get a couple samples of Ningxia Red. Now Ningxia Red, this stuff is basically, it's Young Living's super fruit drink. Now if you've ever heard of goji berries, and this is actually the wolfberry. Now goji berries are from India. Okay, Kate says thank you. Did you find it? I hope you found it. If you found it, let me know. You're welcome. So this is the Ningxia wolfberry puree, and it's also infused with essential oils. But they're from the Ningxia province of China, and it is basically the superfruit that is the highest antioxidant superfruit food in the world. Out of all foods, it has incredibly high in antioxidants. So it's great for supporting the immune system. I love it for supporting the digestive system. It tastes delicious. I prefer it chilled, but I love these packets on the go. And now that I drink Ningxia Red every day, I truly do not know what I would do without it. When I run out, it's like, it just feels like an eternity until I get it back, because it is amazing. So you get 2 sample packets of Ningxia Red. You get some other sample sachets. You get a roller fitment in your kit. And that's actually what I have on the top of my bottle of Stress Away. You get some other little sample bottles you can carry around. You get these little sample cards you can use to share with family and friends. There's just so many amazing resources that you get in your kit. So, the premium starter kit is $160. It's just about $300 worth of stuff. Oh, yay, good. Kate got it. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I was here to help find her Stress Away. So, I apologize that it keeps freezing. Oh no. Hopefully the connection will improve. Thank you, Time Warner Cable, and love your internet. Just kidding. See, I need some Stress Away when I'm dealing with Time Warner Cable internet. But you're frozen, showing where Stress Away in the box. Oh no. I don't know what to do. Am I frozen for everybody? Tell me while you're watching if you're frozen. If I'm frozen on YouTube too, let me know. If you're watching right now, tell me if you have a good connection or not. Bueller. Okay, I'm gonna assume, hopefully, that the connection is okay. If it's not, I will check at the end and I will come back on and answer questions. But I'm gonna keep going. So I really hope that the connection improves, and I'm going to, oh my gosh, I can't wait till Google Fiber comes so I can get rid of Time Warner Cable. Anyway, so that's what comes in your premium starter kit. And now, for those of you that are like, oh yeah, I could definitely use that oil, I could use this oil. That's why it's called the everyday oils, and that's why they've chosen those oils to be in the starter kit, because they really are the most versatile. Another thing that you get, and that I mentioned earlier, is the diffuser. I've actually got my diffuser going over here. I'm going to show you guys real quick. Those of you on Periscope, those of you on, we're like really doing the technology. I've got the diffuser going up there on my mantle. Look at that. Look at that. And I'm like doing double duty here, holding my phone with Periscope and holding the laptop. So, okay. So, and so that's what comes in your premium starter kit. So I would love to help you get started. If you guys have questions, I would love for you to post questions here below. Again, I hope the connection is okay. If it's not, I really apologize. Don't you love / also hate technology sometimes? And you can also check out my blog, stillbeingmolly.com, where I've got lots of DIY recipes. I've got a recipe coming to the blog tomorrow for a sleepy time, calming, a relaxing roll-on that's great for kids and great for adults. So I've got the recipe for that coming tomorrow. I've got other recipes there on my blog for my immune supporting roll-on, for if there are more goodies under the oils. Yeah, there are way more goodies under the oils. So there's like tons and tons of stuff in there. So good. I'm glad that I was able to help and open your world to all the other goodies that are in the starter kit. So if there are no other questions, oh, also I should not forget the giveaway. So if you are part of the Facebook event on Facebook, make sure to fill out the giveaway form. I've got a giveaway for a Young Living lip balm. The Young Living lip balms are the jam. I'm giving away a Young Living lip balm, and I'm also giving away a copy of the Chemical Free Home. So I'll also post some links down below on the Facebook event. We just want to thank you guys for watching. I was able to keep this to just about 45 minutes, which is pretty much a miracle considering how much I ramble. And I apologize if there were connection issues, but I appreciate all the love and all the hearts. And thank you guys for tuning in. And I will see you guys in my next class. Bye. Let's see if I can turn these off at the same time.